Hey everybody. It's been a long past month, and with everything going on, I really needed to take a break. The semester is just like, bam, like it's December right now, and I have so much to do. But yesterday, I decided to go venture out with not with my parents, with my friends. We celebrated my friend's birthday, and my mom and I made a deal a few weeks ago, and my mom has this thing where she wants to take family photos. Okay, not a problem. However, she decided to throw in there, oh, by the way, you're gonna wear fitted pajamas. No. Not happening, not gonna happen, not in my book, not on my time. Not, like, it's not gonna happen. And my dad was like, just do it. She's making me do it too. Da, da, da. My dad's one of those people that, like, if he's telling me to, like, do it, then, like, I need to do it and, like, get it over with, because it'll be a nightmare if I don't do it. If I don't do it, like, what my mom wants to do. Like, I don't know. My mom's friend passed away about a year and a half ago, and her kids are gonna come spend Christmas with us, and it's the first time she's had all five of us, because the last time she saw all the kids, it was everybody minus one, so minus me. I wasn't here. Sorry. Like, I had school, but she was like, "Well, you're gonna wear fitted pajamas, and so is Rochelle, and so is Reggie and Joseph," and I was just like, "You are bugging, like, mommy, like, you're crazy," and I think she thinks that, like, we do things to like make her happy, just because she has been sick the past few years. But it's just like, I'm sorry, like, that is where I draw the line. So in the midst of that conversation, like, I'm in the mall arguing with my mom about this over the phone, because she's like, "What size do you want?" And I'm just like, really? Like, you bought me fitted pajamas last year. She bought me and my roommate. She let us pick. We ended up getting, like, bunny and, like, penguin pajamas. Like, they're cute though, but we don't wear them like that. Like, we wear them when it gets really cold. But we're not gonna talk about that. So she's like, "Oh, well, I bought you fitted pajamas. What size do you need? Like, a large?" And she's like, "For your ass." I was just like, "Mom, I don't have a butt. Like, what?" So she's like, "Well, I got you a large," and I was just like, "Watch this." I'm gonna say this right now. Watch this large be, like, huge on me, because I've lost a little bit of weight. So we'll see when I get back. Hopefully she didn't take the tags off. But yeah. So I told my mom, I was like, "Oh, I'll do the pictures, but I want to be compensated for it." And she's like, "Well, what do you want?" And I was just like, "I want my nose pierced." I've been fighting with my mom. Like, I'm 20 years old, and I've been fighting with my mom about this for, like, years, since I was, like, 16. And she's like, "No, da 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 da." And then she, like, that day when I asked her, I was like, "I want my nose pierced." She's like, "Fine, go." She's like, "But you're wearing these damn pajamas all day." And I was just like, "All day for the pictures, but, like, all day, like, after I walk out of there, I'm changing into regular clothes. Sorry, not gonna happen." So I haven't told her yet, but, like, just because I got it done, and she's like, "Well, we can do it when you get here." No, I don't play that game. Just because I know she's gonna say, "Oh, well, I never said that." So I got done here, and the girls that were with me, my friends that were with me, were actually there when my mom called me, and I made the deal with her. So we're gonna do that. Um, the one thing I do have to say that I like about getting piercings is, or having a piercing, is that, like, if you don't want it anymore, especially with the nose closes very quickly. So if I need to take it out, if I end up at that point where I don't like it, I can just take it out. But in the meantime, I'll probably just do the pole retainer thing. I personally don't think that piercings and tattoos should be held against somebody when they apply for a job. I've met people, I've met high-ranking officers in the military and people here at school, and I'm like, "You have piercings or tattoos? Like, are you being serious?" I've been on internship interviews where, like, the person who interviewed me, my interviewer, had, like, piercings galore, and, like, I saw, like, three of his tattoos. Like, I don't know if it was just casual Friday. I just caught him on a day where he was, like, in cargo shorts and, like, sneakers or something. But I was just like, really? Like, and you telling me that I can't get a job because I have a tattoo or a piercing. Like, I think that's crazy. Like, you can't see my tattoos, but, like, I think the person, like, the average person, like, goes in that has tattoos and piercings. Like, that's crazy. That's just my personal opinion, and I think as long as you, like, as long as you can cover them up, and as long as like, a piercing, like, if your piercing can be filled in by, like, a retainer, like, I feel like this. Your nose can be filled in with a retainer like that. Like, granted, yeah, right now with this healing process, it's gonna take a few months, but after that, like, you can do it. Like, my friend, she's criminal justice major. She's graduating this year, and she's done her internships, and with her regular job, even she's just wore the retainer. Like, you can't tell. Like, sometimes I just think it's just it because it blends in with the skin, the one that she has. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So if worst comes to worst, I'll use one of those. Not even gonna lie to you. Like, that's just how it is. But I wanted to share with you guys the reasoning, or I'm sorry, like, the healing process that I was explained yesterday by my piercer at Addicted to Ink in White Plains, New York. And I have to say, like, the 2 times that I've been there, the first time for another to do a tattoo, and then this time for my piercing, the staff is, like, absolutely, like, amazing. Like, I called, like, I have no idea how many times I called. Like, I called and asked them, like, how much is it for a piercing? Does it include the jewelry? Because some places, they won't include jewelry. You have to bring your jewelry. It's really rare that you'll get one of those places, but you never know. And make sure that they use stainless steel, because, I mean, like, they do, but it's just, like, you always want to make sure. So you always want to do your research. Everybody I know has gone to Addicted to Ink for one or whatever reasons, one or more times for whatever reasons. It was $35 with the jewelry, and I've been to other places, like, people like, oh, you go to the city for like 20 and like 10 and 15, but my thing is, like, a lot of places in New York City, like, no matter how clean they are, you run that risk, whereas, like, I've been to Addicted to Ink, like, I know this, like, I've gotten to know the staff, like, they joke around with you, like, you get that, it's like a friendly atmosphere. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I sat there, I was like, can I bring a friend with me? And she was like, yeah, sure, you can bring one person. So they're like, for whatever service you get, whether it's a tattoo or a piercing, you're allowed to bring one person with you, just because some people do get anxiety, and if seeing a familiar face also helps. So my friend Shianti went with me, and she was just like, you throw up on me, like, it's done. So, but that didn't happen. I held her hand, and we played around a little bit for, like, the placement of the nose. So I'll show you. It's like right there. Hold on. Ah. And I'm not gonna lie to you, in the black sponge it looked a lot smaller, but black does that. It doesn't hurt. It's just, like, I can feel, like, the swelling, and it's not bad, like, at all. Like, I thought last night, like, I was gonna have a hard time sleeping, and I didn't. So pretty much, for as far as, like, cleaning it goes, I can't wear makeup on this side of my nose. So in this area right here. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably go on my liquid. I'll go on my liquid foundation cake, and I'll put, like, my concealer, like, here. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I haven't thought about it yet. But, like, pretty much what I have to do, like, every morning, I'm start with every night. Every night, I have to use a baby wipe to take off my makeup. Not a problem. I really need to start doing that, because usually I just go into the shower, and I just, like, let my face, like, run with water, and then use soap. But, like, I can't do that anymore. So, I bought Huggies Natural Care with Vitamin E and Aloe. Like, call me crazy, but for $2, for, like, 30 of these, I'm okay with that. Like, a lot of, like, they wanted to charge me $6. Like, I was gonna get, like, a Vino, and I was like, wait, no, like, you get 25 wipes for, like, $7, not happening. But that works really well. Like, I used it yesterday. I've used them, like, in the past, like, just, like, with, like, my godchildren, just, like, you know, cleaning them up and stuff, and, like, even, like, I buy baby wipes for myself, like, for my skin. Like, if I just don't want to use makeup wipes, because sometimes makeup wipes can be, like, a little bit harsh. So I pretty much, like, did all my eye makeup, everything, and then my face. And mind you, I had makeup on for all day yesterday, and that took off, like, everything in one wipe. So I'm really glad I made that investment in, like, the $2 worth of, like, baby wipes. So what I did was I pretty much like wiped my face off, and then I have my hair pulled back. Like, I was told that like washing my hair is my worst enemy, especially since I'm doing that new thing where I'm like I'm not really doing like in the shower. Like I've been really just been washing my hair. Like if I want my hair curly, I'll like, and without the rods, I'll do it like in the sink. Well, no one heard that. I'll do it like in the sink. So it like drips down my face, but I'm like tonight I'm gonna do my hair with this, and I'm gonna put it in curling rods, and I'm gonna do that in the shower. So I'm not really worried about that. So pretty much like when you're in the shower, you let the warm water, not hot. I usually take hot shower, so I wash my entire body first. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you, I wash my entire body first, and because I use hot shower for that, and then I turn the dial, made it a little bit warmer, let it hit my face. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like when the water hit my nose, like that hurt a little bit. Like that hurt a little bit for like the first like couple of seconds, but then I took like the antibacterial soap and I just dabbed it around. And you can't twist it, you can't rotate it, you can't spin it, nothing. Like just let it sit there. So I let it sit there for a couple of seconds and then I rinsed it off. When I got out of the shower, you're supposed to pat it with like a paper towel, but like I've had like 4 people tell me not to do that just because it's so like it adds more to the drying, and if the paper towel or the fibers get stuck, like it's gonna hurt and it can get infected. So I let it air dry. So then after I like went and I got dressed and everything, I take sea salt. The one thing I didn't like about the sea salt that I bought this time, usually I buy pretty good sea salt, is that it's a little bit thicker. So I think what I'm gonna do is, because I had put it like in the cup and then I put the hot water on top. So I think I'm gonna try it another way later on, like tonight, is put the water in first and then put the sea salt, just because I want it to like disintegrate and I want it to dissolve. But what I did like is I took the Q-tip and just went around it just to get like I did have a little bit of bleeding, so I wanted to get all that out just to make sure it just didn't get infected. And then like this morning when I woke up, I pretty much like just wet my entire face all the way. Sea salt again, but what I did this time was I took a little bit of antibacterial soap and I dabbed it, and then I took it off with a Q-tip, and then I took a cotton ball and I soaked it in the sea salt water, and I just let it sit for about a couple of seconds, about 30 seconds, just because you want it to like grab everything. And then I took it out and I squeezed it and then did it again on the other side, and then I used a Q-tip just to kind of get whatever crust and everything was like that, and even like inside the nose, just because it's a hole through your nose and you want to get the blood that way it doesn't get infected as well either there. So far so good. They told me not to use Bactine. My RA was like, no, I use Bactine all the time for that, and I was just like, they told me not to use Bactine. She was like, that's weird. She's like, well, I had Bactine upstairs if you want it, and it's a spray, so we'll see. But I've done this process with like other piercings. My friends have done this with other piercings. My roommate had, I think she had her eyebrow pierced at one point and her tongue pierced at one point, but she has her belly button pierced and her nose pierced. So, and she's been doing the same thing with antibacterial soap and the sea salt. So I think we're good to go. So we'll see. It's about 2-3 months healing time, but remember, everybody's body's differently. Like when I got my belly button pierced, it was supposed to be like 6 months, and it really only took like 2. My body's like really weird when it comes to healing. My body's been through so much trauma that it heals faster. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me, I guess. But they're like no lotion, no perfume, no makeup, nothing on that side of your nose. So I was like, okay, whatever. Sure, we'll see. A little purple stud. I really like it so far. I was like, because at first they put it like a little bit further like up, and I was just like, no, I don't like it there. And then because I was like, it seems like a little bit too high. And then my friend was like, no, but we'll put it a little bit lower. So she actually picked the spot on it, and it actually worked out really well. So, and because this is a bigger piece, I'd have to get a little bit used to it, because it did look smaller in the case, and this is obviously not small. So I have to get used to it, but hopefully with the change out that I use, it'll look a lot better. As far as like how big or how small it is and things like that. But like everything, it takes a lot of getting used to. Like a lot of people are like, oh no, I don't like it, but you have to get used to it. Just like with your hair, like you have to like if you color your hair a certain color, it's gonna seem brighter than you really want it. So you gotta give it about a month to like fade out and things like that. So yeah. But again, I went to if you are in Westchester County, I went to Addicted to Ink in White Plains by the Westchester Mall. Great staff, very, very knowledgeable. The girl who did my piercing, she only does piercings, and I thought that was great. I think that all tattoo shops should have one person who specializes in piercings, just because you never know. Like, I feel like you can do tattoos and piercings, but I feel like having that one person who specifically does piercings is like that. Like, that's mind blowing. Like, I love that. Like, I think that's the greatest idea ever. Just because you want to have someone that you go to specifically for that. Like, that's what they specialized in. That's what they majored in when they were certified. And big ups. I also recommend tattooing your, I can't even talk today. Tipping your piercer and your tattoo artist if you go in. Like, I felt really bad because we went out to eat and I gave the waiter like my big bill, not realizing I only had singles left. But I've always just, tipped my piercer or tattoo artist. I just think that's the right thing to do. Like, even when I get my hair done, like, I might spend $200 doing my hair, but I will go and I'll give them like a $10 tip or $20 tip. It really just depends on how they were the service. Like, I gave her like a $10 tip just because she was very knowledgeable. She was she understood like that I was a little concerned, and then she let me make the changes. She told me like things ahead of time, and I really like that. You don't really find a lot of people like that. They're supposed to do that, but it's really rare to find someone that you can actually connect to. So once again, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will keep you guys updated. Have a great week.